Guys, what Roki Sasaki just did might go down as one of the greatest moments in Dodgers history. Baseball fans around the world are talking about it, analysts are shaking their heads in disbelief, and even veteran pitchers are calling it one of the most perfectly timed performances ever seen in Major League Baseball. Because when Roki Sasaki took the mound against the Philadelphia Phillies, nobody knew they were about to witness history unfold pitch by pitch. But by the time the final out was recorded, the entire baseball world stood up and realized something incredible. The Japanese sensation, Roki Sasaki, had just made perfectly timed MLB history after completely silencing one of the most dangerous lineups in baseball. It wasn't just another start. It wasn't just another great outing. This was the kind of night that defines a player's legacy, a night when everything lined up: timing, dominance, and destiny. Roki Sasaki didn't just pitch well. He delivered a masterpiece. A performance that felt like a statement to everyone who ever doubted if the hype was real. And boy, did he answer every question. From the very first pitch, you could feel something special was brewing. The crowd at Dodger Stadium was electric. Every camera, every fan, every analyst all locked in on this young phenom from Japan who's already being called the next big global superstar. Facing the Philadelphia Phillies, a team stacked with power hitters, all-stars, and veterans who've crushed some of the best pitchers in the game, Sasaki showed no fear. He walked to that mound with that calm, emotionless expression he's known for, gripping the baseball like it was an extension of his soul. And then came that first pitch, a 101-mile-per-hour fastball that blew right past Kyle Schwarber. The sound of the catcher's glove popping echoed through the stadium like thunder. You could almost hear the fans gasp. It wasn't just speed. It was command. Sasaki was in total control. His splitter was diving, his slider had wicked movement, and his fastball was hitting triple digits consistently. This was a clinic in precision and power. This wasn't just about one game. This was about everything that led to it: the years of development, the decision to come to the Dodgers, the pressure of living up to the hype that followed him from Japan. Ever since his record-breaking performances in the NPB, where he threw perfect games and struck out batters like it was nothing, fans wondered if he could translate that dominance to Major League Baseball. And tonight, he answered that question with authority. What's even more poetic is how this moment came against the Phillies, one of the toughest and most complete teams in baseball. A team known for their discipline and patience at the plate. If there was ever a team to ruin a potential no-hitter, it would be the Phillies. But not tonight. Tonight, they were just another victim of Sasaki's brilliance. After the game, reporters rushed to the field. Roki Sasaki, as usual, was calm and humble. When asked how it felt to make history, he smiled slightly and said, "It's a dream come true, but it's for the team. I just wanted to help us win." That humility, combined with that dominance, is what makes him so special. He's not chasing fame. He's chasing greatness. Teammates like Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and Shohei Ohtani all embraced him in the dugout. Ohtani, who knows what it's like to carry the weight of a nation's expectations, looked especially proud. Two Japanese superstars dominating for the same team, it's something the baseball world has never seen before at this level. And it's clear that Sasaki is embracing that role, not just as a player, but as a symbol of global excellence. This performance couldn't have come at a better time. The Dodgers were facing questions about their rotation depth. Fans were nervous about injuries to key pitchers. And just when people started wondering if the Dodgers could maintain their dominance, Sasaki delivered a reminder that this team still has weapons no one else can match. Social media exploded. Roki Sasaki was trending worldwide. Analysts from ESPN, MLB Network, and Japanese sports media all called it one of the most impressive pitching performances in years. Some even compared it to Kershaw's no-hitter, saying Sasaki's command and velocity combination might be the most dangerous in baseball right now. But the most striking part of the story is how this performance might have changed the entire trajectory of the Dodgers season. You can feel the energy shift. The confidence, the chemistry, the swagger, it's all coming back. And that's what makes Sasaki's timing so perfect. He didn't just make history, he ignited his team when they needed it most. Even the Phillies manager, in the post-game conference, couldn't help but respect it. He said, "We prepared for him. We studied him. But when you face stuff like that 100-plus fastballs, late movement, pinpoint command, sometimes there's just nothing you can do. He was unbelievable tonight." That's the level of dominance we're talking about. When the opposing team admits there was nothing they could have done differently, you know you've witnessed something special. Dodger Stadium stayed loud long after the final out. Fans didn't want to leave. Kids held up signs with Sasaki's name written in Japanese. Older fans said it reminded them of watching legends like Fernando Valenzuela and Sandy Koufax, pitchers who made baseball feel like magic. Now, Sasaki's name joins that lineage. What makes this story even more incredible is how young he is. Just a few years into his major league journey, and he's already made the kind of history that most pitchers dream of their entire careers. The composure he shows on the mound, the precision of his mechanics, the sheer confidence, it's beyond his years. It's as if he was born for these moments. After the game, Dave Roberts called it one of the greatest pitching performances I've ever seen. Coming from a manager who's witnessed countless postseason classics, that means everything. Roberts said Sasaki's calmness reminded him of Kershaw in his prime, but with the electric velocity of a modern powerhouse. And you know what's crazy? This might not even be his peak. He's still adjusting, still learning the rhythm of MLB hitters, still perfecting his command. If this is what he's doing now, imagine what he'll look like in another year or two. The ceiling is limitless. The media headlines captured it perfectly. The storm arrives in Los Angeles. Roki Sasaki silences the Phillies, makes MLB history. The new face of Dodgers dominance. And they're right. This wasn't just a game. It was a declaration that Roki Sasaki isn't just the future of baseball. He's the present. Every great team has moments that define their season. For the 2025 Dodgers, this is that moment. When fans look back at this year, they'll remember the night Sasaki made history. They'll remember the goosebumps, the tension, the explosion of joy when that final strike hit the mitt. And they'll remember how it changed everything. Roki Sasaki has always been described as a generational talent. But now, he's something more. He's a generational phenomenon. He's captured the imagination of fans not just in Los Angeles, but across the entire baseball world. Kids in Japan stayed up late to watch him. Dodgers fans flooded social media with clips of every strikeout. Broadcasters couldn't stop replaying the moment he walked off the mound, surrounded by his teammates, with that quiet, humble smile. Even Shohei Ohtani, when asked about Sasaki's performance, said, "He's special. I've known it for a long time. But tonight, the world saw it too." That's the kind of praise that tells you everything. When one generational star recognizes another, you know something historic is happening. As the Dodgers head deeper into the season, the momentum from this game could be the spark that carries them into another deep postseason run. Sasaki's dominance sets the tone for the entire pitching staff. It shows everyone that the Dodgers don't just have star power, they have unstoppable talent. And with Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman leading the offense, this team is built to make another serious run at the World Series. But beyond stats and standings, there's something deeper about what Sasaki represents. He's the bridge between two baseball worlds, Japan and America, showing that talent, discipline, and hard work transcend boundaries. Fans from Tokyo to Los Angeles are united by this performance, celebrating the same moment of greatness. That's what makes baseball beautiful. As the celebrations continued, Sasaki quietly walked off the field, waved to the crowd, and disappeared into the dugout tunnel. No theatrics. No ego. Just pure class. And that's what defines him: greatness without arrogance, dominance without drama. Moments like these don't happen often. They're rare, timeless, and unforgettable. And for Dodgers fans, this will be one of those memories that never fades. The night Roki Sasaki silenced the Phillies. The night he made perfectly timed MLB history. The night he announced to the entire world that he's here to stay. And as fans poured out of the stadium, you could hear them say the same thing over and over: "We just witnessed history."